Okay, so let's begin with the topic. Everyone can see my screen? Yes. Okay, so yeah, so the today's topic is, as I mentioned, it is task management, how to manage your day efficiently, okay, without taking much of a pressure, stress, and smoothly. Your day should be very smooth. That's what the topic for today. Okay, how to manage it, how to achieve it. Okay, so yeah, it's me most of the days, because you might be seeing me working at office, like different things. Every minute I will be doing something or other thing, like different. So my whole day will be busy and scheduled, and lot of things I'll be doing. So there is a lot of things on my plate, and I'm managing it. Okay, and this is what I am most of the days. Okay, so like an octopus. Okay, have a laptop once, a mobile, and searching something, doing some note, having some coffee. Yes, so this is me most of the days, correct? And yeah, so always some of the work to finish at the end of the day. Like it feels like your day is never ending, and you have a lot of work which you supposed to be doing. Like, so all those things you have at the end of the day, like you feel like still the same amount of work is there which you started with your day. Okay, so the number of tasks is not over, or new and new things are coming. Yes, so that is what you feel it. Okay, and most of us are like, it is not only me and everyone. Okay, but most of the days I'll be happy being an octopus, but I will be being a happy guy. Like, I will be doing, and a lot of work will be there. I never crib about, okay, there are a lot of work, man, fuck this shit, I'm not going to do this, so I'll be happy doing it too. So there might be pressure here and there, I'll be stressed, but I'm managing it well. So I'm going to tell you now today how you can manage it efficiently. Okay, so yeah, so let's ask this question to ourselves. Thinking your brain is not enough? Yeah, ask this. There are a lot of there are a lot of times we feel we do a lot of work, but it is actually, if you look at it, it is not a lot of work. It is our brain thought it is a lot of work that we are doing, but we are actually not. Okay, so are you really overworking? Okay, just ask yourself. Okay, how organized you are? Okay, so if you say so, you are overworking. Are you organized enough to manage that? Okay, there might be a lot of tasks in your plate. Okay, do you know what you are trying to do? Most of the time we don't know what we are trying to do. So we are trying to figure out what we are trying to do. In that we feel it is pressurizing, it is stressful, it is a lot of work to do, all those things. Okay, so most of the time it's a dilemma, like what to do, what to start with, what to end with. Okay, so whom you have to work with? See, most of the days which we feel like you're working alone, but actually not. Lot of our task is dependent, completion of the task is dependent on someone else too. Okay, so is it alone, you're only responsible for that particular task, or someone else also is there along with you? Okay, who their output or their task also depending on, or their work also depends on your finishing of your work. Okay, and how efficient are you? So we have to ask this question also. The efficiency is measured in different way. Let me come to that. Let me break it down to a single piece. So these are the question if you ask. Okay, so probably you will get a little bit of a clarity on, are you really busy, or your brain is saying that to you. Okay, there are two things. Okay, you must be really busy, or you will be pursuing that way where you're so busy. Okay, so after asking this question, so don't worry, you might be thinking a lot of like still you feel confused, like okay, so I ask this question everyday basis, but I don't know how to come out of it. So there might be a situation. Okay, no worry, I feel it, because see, why I am having this kind of pictures in my PPT is just very simple, because I can't see anyone's face. So let me just see some of the cute things so that I don't get bored, that's the whole reason. So just to make you guys entertaining, so you can laugh in between, so that is completely okay if you feel something really cute. Okay, so there is some more cute stuff ahead, so just saying. Yeah, so I have around 9 tips, okay, 9 things that I follow on my daily basis, or which I usually follow to manage my task efficiently, manage my day efficiently, okay, work for my fullest, okay. So the first one is plan your day ahead. Yeah, so this is very important. I think few days back there was one artcast which has been given by Arjun, I suppose. So he explained the importance of using Google Calendar or planning your day ahead. Okay, so I was doing it before, but I used to do it on book and things like that. But I feel so using this technology made my day simple. Okay, so it is not just using the calendar or things like that. It's always plan your day, know your day, the entire day, what you are trying to do. You should plan for it. It is not like, okay, as if then things comes along, I will take up and I will do. So what will happen if you don't have a specific goal for the day? You will be doing everything coming on your way, which makes you busy, and your day will be never ending. Okay, and you might miss out on the specific things or the important things that you are supposed to be delivering, or which your client is dependent on. Okay, so you will be missing out on, and at the end of the day your day will be going along, because the whole day you don't know what you have been doing, and you expand your day for a later period of night. I mean, you'll be working till night and late night and things like that. Okay, and avoid surprises and last minute work. Okay, let's everything is really important, but last minute jobs, please don't take it up unless and until it is very emergency. Okay, and know your task dependency. As I mentioned, it is not just you working on certain tasks. There are some other people also has to contribute. Okay, so you should know whom you have to you have to work with, and what is their availability. Can you actually finish this task, including their dependently? They are going to deliver what they are supposed to do. So these are all the things that you have to look into. Okay, and also, yes, the last point is learn to say no. Okay, most of us have that weakness, like we are shy, or we are not really good in saying no to things to people, where like unless and until it is very emergency, like you have your own priorities of work, they have their own priorities of work, so you have to think what is important for the customer. Okay, so and plan your schedule accordingly. I think the next slide I'm going to explain how do you prioritize. One of the point is prioritize. Okay, hope this dog is cute. Yes, and Google Calendar. Okay, so I had mentioned this before also. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to say thanks to Google. Okay, because you just made my day, literally. Like that Google Calendar is going to make my day every day. So when I look at the Google Calendar, I know exactly what I'm going to do in the whole day. Okay, so my schedule is fixed. Okay, schedule your day like a day in advance, or at least before the day begins, right? So before you start working on something, so first thing you have to do is make sure all the tasks whichever you are planned for is there in the Google Calendar. Okay, this will give much more clarity on what you're supposed to do on the whole day, and I'm promising you your day will be much more pleasantful, or it will not be it will be very productive, and it will not be pressureful. Okay, and add relevant people to the task, very important. So if there is a dependency with someone else has to contribute to the work that you are doing, that you have a goal on. Okay, it is better you add them to the task, so that they also know in advance is what they are going to do, so that there is no clash in the event, or there is the coordination issue comes when it comes to dependency is there. Okay, so it is very important. Okay, let them know before adding, please. Yes, don't be a bitch. Like you have to inform people that you have some dependency for your work. Okay, you have to ask their permission too. You have to ask their availability too. So respect other people's time. So ask them. Okay, before adding them, confirm with them, and yes. So go ahead. So this is the second tip. Okay. Third thing, yes, let's not squeeze in. Okay, so I hate these people who comes to last minute and say, hey, this is very important, let's do this, and immediately we'll do it. It is important, but it is also important that you finish your task and go. Okay, so also the priorities are important. Okay, reschedule based on the priority, unless and until it is unavoidable, which is going to create some blunder. Okay, so it is better reschedule based on the priority. Okay, I will help you out with priority, but reschedule it based on the priority. If that is not priority for your end customer, it is not about you, it is about the end goal. See, we're all working towards single objective, which is making our client happy. So what
what makes them happy by doing all these things? Is it important? Is it very emergency? Is it if we don't do this, what is the implication? I'll come to that priority part of it, but reschedule based on that.
People can wait. Okay, so word is not ending. So this is the another part of saying no to people. Okay, so learn how to say no to people. So that's a topic I just mentioned in previous slide. Yes, so it is important that you say no to people. Word is not ending. I mean, we can do it other time also. People get very anxiety. I mean, like they have this kind of anxiety where like, to finish it right now. People had given to you and all those things. It is good, but thing is, make sure you're not under pressure because of someone is not planned their day. Okay, so like don't be that culprit. Okay, and see, this is the rule that I normally follow. Okay, so 50% of my day I keep it planned. Okay, I keep that priority for the planned work. Okay, and 20% is break and relax. Very important, guys. Otherwise, you're going to burn out. Okay, so take enough breaks. Take enough breaks in between. Have some coffee. Go out. Okay, have a chit chat. Okay, so all those things. Okay, I will come to that part in little advanced level. Okay, so 20% give it to this last minute guys. Okay, there will be always last minute people, last minute task which is coming to you. There is a fix. There is a extension of the task that you're already planned for. Okay, so give this 20 minute to last minute. Okay, and 10% is for the research and study. Okay, so you have to keep some of your time on a day to research and study and improve yourself. Okay, or something to research and do for the planned task or the in between whichever came. So this is the rule that I normally follow. There will be slide here and there on a daily basis, but overall I follow something of this strategy. This will help me schedule my day and make my day much more productive, and so that I will not be under last minute pressure or things like that. Okay, so the fourth one, it's be on time, get off on time. Yes, so it is very important that we respect our own time as well as others' time too. Okay, let's not waste time talking about something very random which is not relevant. Okay, be on time. It is very important we be on time. And that's the respect, that's a kind of a etiquette that you have to follow. So whoever respects the time, they respect money, they respect family, they respect everything else. Because time is something which is very, very important that should be respected. Okay, and get off on time. So because your day is being scheduled, you don't really have much of the time to waste your time. So it is better you get off the meeting or from that particular task. Or whatever the brainstorming you guys are doing, so try to squeeze in at that particular time, have a particular agenda in the meeting, and make sure you finish it on time. Okay, and respect the other person's time, please. Right, so it is his time is very important. Right, so we cannot be unprofessional with someone's time. So like me, 1 minute late, 2 minutes late. So it is okay for you, but it gives a wrong signal to other person. Right, so. And no off topic in the meeting. So we have this habit, we have this kind of a we have this habit of you start with something, you jump to something else, and you actually go all over the way, and to off topic discussions were not on the point, and it is not clear, and those are the kind of things that you normally follow. I suggest you don't go off topic. Okay, try to put an end. So it is always important that so most of the time our meetings, our brainstorming things which goes beyond the certain time limit, and there is no proper conclusion has been given to that. So that will make your day more it feels like it is not over it. So you don't have that satisfaction of you finishing that task, so it might be prolonged to another meeting or things like that. Try to put an end, have your agenda set, have the proper planning on the meeting, and finish it on time. Okay, and no time pass, please. So let's not chit chat or the things which whatever the planned schedule is there, planned agenda is there, let's finish it off. No time pass, right? Yes, so keep enough gaps and breaks on schedule. Okay, so this is very, very important. You need break, right? Your brain definitely needs some break, time to think about, time to reboot. Okay, or when you are switching from one task to another task, or when you are doing multiple things in a day, you need that break to your brain to refresh okay, so it is like control Fi, or it's Fi on your brain, so you take a break, okay, chit chat with other people. If they're free, just have some spend some time, talk about something productive, okay, chit chat with them, have some fun, or watch some video, listen to some music. This 20% of your day has to be somewhere in between the productive chit chat or productive break. Okay, so I'm not saying you have to finish some task in between that time. I'm saying you better spend that time to relax your brain, share some knowledge, build some friendship, build some good relationship with other people. Okay, so I always say this to Arjun. Arjun, let's go for a smoke. Yeah, even though I don't smoke, I don't do anything. People think I'm a big smoker. I mean, like, you know, chain smoker or things. That's the kind of vibe people give me because I ask like that. So it's just for fun. So I would like to go out, and that's a good time where we forget about the work. Our brain reboots. Okay. Yeah, help someone. Meanwhile, it is important that, you know, this break time, when I mean it is not just like, you know, random chit chat. I'm not talking about the random chit chat. I'm talking about something, helping someone. Take some break with the regular work that you do. Genuinely go out to people and help someone, right? And stretch a little and move your ass. Yeah, so it is important that you give your body little relax, and, you know, otherwise, you know, you'll be sitting in one place and you'll get this tired and all. It is better you stretch yourself every 1 minute. I mean, every 1 hour you get up and stretch and have some walk and things like that. Make your body, keep your body little healthy and clean, right? So that is 5th point. Okay, and yes, priorities. Okay, this is very important. I think a lot of us lags here. Okay, so assigning the priority, thinking that which is priority. Okay, and you know, I mean, you know for the fact everyone comes to you, they never say you give it whenever you want it, or they will never say, okay, this is not important, you do it as and then you're free. Most of the time everyone needs it now only. Okay, and we have been seeing that kind of facts where, like, it happens a lot of time to me, and I'm sure it happens to you also. Okay, everything is priority, everything is important, but what is the parameter that you have to consider while prioritizing? These are some of the points. Okay, how important it is to prioritize. I mean, what is the priority? How important it is the task is. Okay, effect of delivering it now or later. Okay, so what will happen if you deliver it now? What will happen if you deliver it little later, because you have some other important task too. Okay, it is better you put that analysis in your mind, or if you're super confused, write that in a paper. Okay, so that is very important. You analyze this and implications and effect of it by doing it, not doing it, both, right? So it is important that you think about it, and where you, like, see, as I mentioned, this task, the task of the day, it is like stacks. Okay, so you have this task 1, task 2, task 3, task 4. Okay, have this proper stack build, okay, of the task. Okay, and how much time it takes to finish it off. It is very important. See, a person comes to you asking for a 5-minute work. You cannot say that I have two hours slot one task that I need 2 hours to finish. Other 2 tasks I will finish it and then I will do your 5-minute job. So I think it's not fair. It is important that we finish this 5-minute thing. Like, you know, unless and until you can actually do the mind switching, please help them out. Okay, so let's get off this small task sooner, so that you don't feel under pressure, on the time goes. It is important that you manage those things too. Okay, so as I said, you are going to prepare the stacks of the list of the tasks that you have for the day. Okay, which I used to do when I'm doing, which I now also I do sometime for writing it on the book. Okay, so I give a number to it, 1, 2, 3, 4. So give a number, priority, based on the emergency, based on the priority parameters that I just mentioned. Okay, give that a number. Okay, so what happens is, so that will give a clarity on what to do first and what to do next. Okay, so I have seen that most of the time, so even sometimes I also say that, so I have a lot of tasks, I don't know what to start with, okay, what to end with, right? So it is important that we give a number to each of the tasks. Okay, everything is important, so as your task too is important. Okay, your task also important, someone else's work also is important. Better you prioritize based on what makes sense to you, and take help from the people. Let's ask them how emergency it is, ask them relevant question. Okay, and have an open communication. This is very important. See, if anyone assigns some work to you, okay, which was supposed to be delivered in let's say 1 hour, okay, if you are extremely busy at that time, you're doing something super priority for your day, have an open communication. Let them work on some someone else might help you or help them out to finish the task. Okay, it is important that you tell that openly. Don't just say like I will do it and you do your own work and then he comes and yell at you. So most of the time that is also happens. So priorities, setting the priorities, working on priority of the task is a major portion of your task management. Okay, making your task more efficiently. It is better you take care of these points very seriously. Okay, and yes, paperwork. Okay, paperwork gives you much more clarity. Okay, so confused to start what to start with? Yes, I mean, lol, it happens to me too. Like every day, I have a lot of work, so I will be so I will be super confusing sometimes what to do and what to start with. So paperwork is the answer for it. Let your brain do something more productive. Then keep thinking about the task that you have. Okay, so our brain definitely does organizing, does the organizing work, but still, why do you want to give that extra work to your brain? Organizing your task on your brain itself. 1, 2, 3. I have 10 things to do. I will do this first. I will do this second. Okay, I have to do this because I have to. I have so and so much other work to do. So all this is an extra work to your brain. I don't think so. You should give that task to your brain. Let's use that part of the brain or thinking to something else. I'm sure, I'll promise you, if you put things on the paper, okay, if you put your task down on the paper, give a proper priority list to it, I'm sure you will definitely get the clarity on what you're going to do and your day will be much more productive. Okay, write it down, please, it helps. Okay, and strike it off once it is done. It's a satisfaction. Yes, once it is done, do it. Okay, so it gives a kind of satisfaction. Okay, get a clarity on what you do and write more. Always let your task be more detailed. Okay, so probably dependencies and what you're going to do, how much time you're going to spend. So as much as detailed possible. It is okay if it is not very detailed. That is not a very important thing. But the more detailed you are in terms of your paperwork, you will get a better clarity. Your clarity on the task is much more, right? It is important too, right? Yes, and simplify, automate the repetitive job. So that's one of the truth that we are a lot of people not really came across is most of our days we do more than 40% of our day is repetitive task. Okay, we do the same thing repeatedly, or we manage that task every without using brain. You can actually do 40% of your task. Okay, so it is depending on the job roles basically. If someone else is doing I'm talking about the kind of work that I do. Mostly the 40% of the work I do is kind of a repetitive job or something which I don't do to use my brain a lot and things like that. So I can put a standard protocol or standard procedure to finish that task. Okay, I will give a small example. When I started my first career as a software engineer, so I used to work in a company called Rashmika Info Technologies Private Limited, where I used to do ERP softwares. I used to do the ERP software development. Okay. So very important thing that automating or simplifying the task of the daily task that I had learned from that company is we developed the suite, we developed the software which developed the software. Okay, when I say that in the ERP software, okay, so 40% of the interfaces and all comes with the backend, it's the admin control panel and it has some regular UI work to be done. So you develop a suite, develop a software, and we developed it, and that software develops almost 70% of the work. It just creates and gives you. Okay, with matter of few clicks. Okay, so that makes the work really easy. Okay, and it automated the whole part of this repetitive job. Okay, so we used to develop softwares in 10 days, 15 days. We used to give the first cut to the client, right? So those are the ERP software. Imagine ERP software, you have to understand the client, you have to do a lot of work. Every organization has to come together and have some discussion. We used to develop it in night time and we have to do that. So how we used to achieve it?
Very simple. We automated the mundane task, we automated the regular that work that we do where you don't need to use much of your brain, so that can be automated. Okay, so have that thing in back of your mind when you're doing something new every day. See if that can be automated, that can be created as a process and kept aside and just blindly followed next time. Okay, so I will tell you what to do with that also. So that's a proper way to make it as a repository. Okay, so that's the learning that I had got from my old company, and that is where I'm very keen on this checklist and processes, putting them in a paper, making it as a documentation, reusing it for the next time. So please, on a daily basis, when you're looking into the work that you've been doing, and see where you can get those processes or checklists to make your life simple. So otherwise your day will be busier and busier as and then it goes, because the task is going to keep on adding to you. It will be not less every day it goes. So you will get new tasks, new challenges. So what my thing is, like, you have to invest your time more and more doing on new things rather than doing the same work in the same old process. Just every time you do the same thing, you think about it. Okay, look for more tools, see if any tools can help you automate those things, right? And create enough checklist. Okay, so checklist is nothing but a standard procedure or a point-wise step-by-step procedure that we follow normally to finish a task which can be automated, which can be put in a processing, right? Okay, so every time you don't need to search for the path. Okay, so this automated things or processes, putting the process in place will definitely help you reach to the path without even thinking. Imagine you're coming from your home to your office, you come on the same day every day, right? So does your brain think, okay, now which road to take, right? So it will not think about it. So because it already created a process in your brain. It's okay, this is the exact route I had to take, and you reach it. You reach on time. So you know for the fact what route to take. So at the same time, at the same way, the regular work that you do. So that also you don't need to search for a path every time. Most of this 40% of the task at least, right? And do smart work. Don't do donkey work. So there are a lot of times we think we are really hardworking and things like that, just because we do this repetitive task without putting the process in place. Every time we do this regular task, we think about things like, so we trying to go in a different path, we struggle a lot there. So this process of automation or creating this checklist will definitely help you simplify your task. It will reduce your workload. Also, your day will be much more productive, right? Yes, this is very important. Okay, this is continuation part of your checklist and the automation thing. So research to find the answer, not to search for things you already know. Okay, so when I say this, okay, so you have to invest your time on finding new answers, not the answers that you already found out. Okay, see, I will tell you one of the truth is like, one thing that I came across. See, the problem that you are solving today, it is not a new world problem. Okay, that problem is nothing new. Okay, the problem is already been there in the world. People are solved it enough number of times, just that you not came across that problem. Okay, so people found like a creative ideas or creative ways to solve that problem. So you are also doing some research. So what I suggest is, so once you already found an answer, why do you want to spend a lot of time in researching finding that answer again? So document it, put that in the paper. Okay, create some checklist. Okay, have some depository. So I have this folder where I keep all my checklist, all my findings, all my learnings, all my research. Okay, so I put it in a text file if it is a kind of procedure or a step-by-step to do it. So I will put it on a text file and put it in a folder. So it is accessible. Very important that this document that you created is accessible whenever you want it. Don't put it all over the place. Have a proper system built to protect this checklist and processes. This will definitely save a lot of time. Okay, because see, sometimes this I experience sometimes with the server on some technical work where I do it for the first time, and then next time like I try to kind of put it in a paper and try to simulate the same problem and make a process and keep it. So if I miss it that time, because I was busy or something to make that as a process and put it aside. So next time when I come across a problem, I'm going to end up spending sometime more time than what I have already done, because these steps are not being followed the same pattern, or the answer that I already found is not being documented. So it is important that we put it in one place, in a reachable place, in a more organized place. Right? Make it as a process. So as I mentioned, put it in a text file, make it as a proper stacks, okay, and see if you can delegate some of the work to your teammates. Okay, so certain tasks, like you don't need to do everything by yourself. There are a lot of work comes on your way someday. Okay, so you see if some of the tasks, some of the small things, you can give it to someone else also, where they can help you out. Seek for help. Okay, if you are already till here and you have to ask for people, like give their hand so that they can lift you up, not like you keep like shaking your leg and hand. Go inside only, so you'll not be able to come out, because the more pressure you take, the more stress you take during the busy day schedule or things like that, your work productivity is going to come down rather than it is reaching. You're going to outperform. So it is not going to happen if you don't think in a relaxed way and do it in a more organized way. Okay, follow a step-by-step process of documentation. So don't put it everything and everywhere. So it is better you put in a proper steps. Make a step 1, step 2, step 3. Don't miss it out. So what I do normally is, like, I find an answer, I try to simulate the same problem, and again solve it. I will follow the same pattern that I followed, and next time when I'm doing it, I will write it down. I will make a note of all of it, make it as a step 1, step 2, step 3 process. Then I will finish it. Then again I will simulate and I will test it once whether the procedure that I have followed is right. Okay, then I will keep that document as a process. I will make it as a documentation. I will put it aside in a repository or a folder, which will help my day, help my all this research work is one-time research, not every-time research, right? Yes. So I'm almost reached to an end of the session. Okay, please ask something. So I am good.